KDB. KDB. KDB.
There's so much to be thankful for. Family, friends, food, and NFL football all week long, and DraftKings Sportsbook is keeping your Thanksgiving week full of action. New customers can bet just $5 on NFL action to score $150 instantly in bonus bets. No matter what your appetite, there's something for you. Money lines, parlays, props, live bets, and so much more. You name it, they've got it. I can't wait to see what my Cowboys do versus the Washington Commanders on Thanksgiving Day. So download the DraftKings Sports app now and use code VOCH, VOCH, VOCH. New customers can bet $5 on NFL Thanksgiving action to score $150 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, using code VOCH, VOCH, VOCH. The crown is...
Beats Planet.
That's tight. That's beautiful. That's nice. What's that?
That's C4.
That's C4?
That's C4.
Oh, shit.
What's the problem?
Ain't no problem, man. I've been looking everywhere for this shit, man. How the hell you find some C4? You don't know how you make me feel, man. The Iraqis can't even get this shit, man. Where'd you get this from?
That's a hot ticket.
You don't know how happy you made me, man. You got what I want, I'm gonna get what you want. Let me go get that money, man.
Damn, boy, Micah Parsons show did go and get his money, huh? Hey, yo, Scott, Micah Parsons say, that's C4?
That's a good one.
He said, that's C4 right there? He said, I'm gonna go get you what? I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna get something for you, Scott. Scott, let me tell you something, man. Me and you been doing this for a long time. There is not a Cowboy reference that Rush Hour can't oblige for.
Facts.
You understand? It's unbeatable. I heard Micah Parsons in the post-game press conference, and he was talking about the C4 and the shit like that. I was like, damn, boy, Rush Hour about to give us another one. Rush Hour about to give us another one. But at the end of the day, though, Sky, what it was, regardless of, whatever pre-workout Micah Parsons was on, no matter what the score was or the rushing totals, Sky, I always like to come in here and get my audience focused. I always like to come in here and let my audience know some things that they need to keep their eyes out for, right? Because everybody's not always willing to show, that level of respect to the audience, Sky. The Miami Dolphins won a nail biter yesterday, Sky. They were playing against a team that they were absolutely supposed to blow out in the Vegas Raiders. They only won by 7. Okay, cool. The Detroit Lions that we have a lot of respect for. We thought they was going to roll in and smoke the hell out of the worst team in football on paper. Chicago Bears. They won by 7. Will Skywalker Steele. Even the Cleveland Browns, man, you'll walk into that thing, man, thinking, shoot, whatever. Close victory, Sky. Even with these close victories, all over this National Football League, some teams walked into a game thinking, oh, there's no way we're going to lose this game. Danny DeVito lit couldn't. I ain't saying the Washington Football Wizards is like that, but I just ran into the New York Giants and Danny DeVito lit cousin. I know who they are.
Yeah.
The Washington Football Wizards thought they had one in the bank because I see how they hype up Sam Howell and all that. And they let Buddy go out there and throw 3 touchdowns, Scott.
Did you hear what I said?
I ain't even know Danny could do. I ain't never seen Danny with a proper throwing motion neck and a cheese glass. Scott. I ain't never even seen that before. All I ever seen was him running for his life, Scott. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Let alone, you know what I'm saying? Beat the Washington Football Wizards, Sky. Kellen Moore and his LA Chargers. You would assume they'll go in there and whoop the Green Bay Packers. Thought they had it in the bag. No, they lost to the Green Bay Packers. Will Skywalker Steele. The Seattle Seahawks, another team that we got respect for that's in this long stretch that Stephon Gilmore called the real football after Thanksgiving. They take an L to the Rams. Another team that we beat the shit. I just seen Matthew Stafford running for his life, Scott. All this happened in NFL football yesterday, Scott. The one thing that Voch is not going to do, I refuse to do, I ain't about to be upset at not just a W, but a blowout on the road. Never. I don't care what the stats say. I don't care what the box score says. I don't care what the advanced analytics. They all look great, by the way. But just because a couple of big runs, a weird drive here or there, and just because they got some penalties, which is why they're a losing team in the first place, I'm never gonna walk into a victory Monday. Oh, Voch, how you gonna celebrate? It's the Carolina Panthers. I'd be damned. I bet you Kellen Moore walking around wish he could celebrate. Oh, it's just the Green Bay Packers, Will Skywalker Steele. I just saw a lot of people in my early comments. I saw a lot of people in your chat. I saw a lot of people on the damn Twitter world looking for a reason to be upset that your Cowboys, not only Cooper Rush played in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. He played in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Jared Goff wish he'll be sitting down in the fourth quarter somewhere. 4 is well rested. Dak Prescott is what MVP should be MVP candidate, but if he don't get it, fuckers won't come at him. He's well rested, ladies and gentlemen. Man, don't y'all come out here talking about some. Well, Dan Orlovsky said it today, man. Hey, man, I think I'm seeing just a little kink in the armor there. You know, boy, they sure did get a couple of big runs versus the Cowboys.
Oh my gosh,
they got a couple of big. What they gonna do? What they gonna do when the Eagles and start running the ball? Or what they gonna do when the 49? We've already held Christian McCaffrey, DeAndre Swift. Let's 50 guys. We done it before. We done it before. The Cowboys having problems with run defense is the minority, Will, still, especially this year. It's the minority. See, I just want to keep my audience focused, Scott. Because if you didn't watch the game or you just watched it one time or you just watched it drunk while you was texting, then you'll believe that, hey, man, maybe all year my Cowboys run defense was bad. And Scott, if you watch Get Up, because I respect Get Up a little bit, but it's almost like if Dan Orlovsky said something crazy, Dominique Foxworth heard that and went, yeah, maybe Cowboys have been struggling with the run all year. Sir, look, win. Watch Voch Lombardi in the evening. Watch Will Steele in the morning. Watch Law Nation all day. Watch Law all day. Because we'll tell you what's really going on. Subscribe to the patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. Yeah, man, they may break off a run here or there, but nobody got gashed in the run. If the Cowboys got gashed in the run, you might expect this game been a little closer. You did what you do, Cowboys. You played defense. You scored. Daron Bland shifted the momentum again. And before you know it, there's this avalanche effect, and you can't stop getting sacked. And next thing you know, the quarterback that's playing quarterback for you is saying, "Here we are, guys." I'm the host, by the way.
Hey, Bryce.
Scott, let me tell you something, man. Scott, you do a lot of great work, and I hope this don't piss you off. You do a lot of amazing work on this platform. I'm envious of the work that you do. You drop incredible film, incredible analysis, incredible analytics. But you want to know the one thing that I'm most impressed by when you do this shit. This shit right here, when you do this. Look, when I was putting this together, I couldn't stop myself from going,
hey, Bryce.
Come on in. I couldn't stop myself from telling y'all to come on in. I couldn't stop. I'm being point guarded by the best in the business. William Skywalker Steele. What's up, sir?
What's good, man? What's good? Great opening monologue right there, by the way. Getting all of our fans' minds right. Can't get distracted. I like it.
Sky, man. I ain't look, dog. And these are teams that you know people respect, you know. If you ask a Cowboy fan, you know, like how they'll feel about the Cowboys, they'll give you some pessimistic nonsense, guy. But you know, if you ask them, right, like if you just pick their brain a little bit, you'll eventually find out that, you know, they think higher of teams like Miami, or they think higher of teams like Detroit or whatever. And look, you can think highly of those teams, but if you was a damn Charger fan tomorrow, there's actually a dude on the internet.
A dude, yeah.
That motherfucker. I want to check in with him.
I wish I could find him again. Good.
We need to find J Tuck. I gotta check in with him. Listen, if you was a Cowboy fan, you know the typical I Am Legend Monster Cowboy fan. But if you was a Dolphin fan yesterday, if you was a Lions fan yesterday, Chargers, I can't help watching football. Wizards. If you was a Seahawk fan yesterday, boy, you was losing your mind. Meanwhile, I'm up here celebrating touchdowns, a smattering of touchdowns that we just putting up on the board. Will Skywalker Steele, and I'm just like, dog, like, which goes back to this point, Scott. If you watch Will Steele and Voch Lombardi, we told you the Panthers had dudes.
Yeah.
They had a collective of guys that was going to stress you out a little bit. Derrick Brown went crazy on the best offensive lineman in football. It is what it is. Terrence Steele did great, by the way. We'll have this conversation later. But, dog, they just got a handful of – Troy Hill did good. They got a handful of dudes that's going to make it weird for you. But that's the National Football League, right? Everybody's relatively close until the game starts getting towards the end. At the halftime, that's when you really find out who you are. But that defense in particular can make a tough day for anybody. They can make a tough day for anybody.
I tip my hat to the pass defense. They played their zone coverage very, very well. They were not letting you get anything deep. There was like a handful of opportunities, but nothing beyond the safety. Everything was in front of them. So I definitely got to tip my hat to them.
Hey, but look, good. That's good film for us. It's good film for us moving forward. You know what I mean? We'll take a look at some of those looks and we'll just cross that bridge and go from there. Let's just go ahead.
Also, do you think we kind of was just chilling a little bit because we got the Washington football people coming up?
We seem so. Look, Scott. Let me tell you something. Did you listen to Dak's post game conference or whatever?
No, sir.
If you listen to Dak's post game and chat, y'all let me know if y'all see it. If you listen to Dak's post game conference, he used the word lesser team 10 times.
I did see that clip though.
He used lesser team 10 times. Then Mike McCarthy's locker room celebration or whatever, right? He said, Gilly, come on in and break it down. And if you listen to these guys, they'll tell you what the message is. Gilly, break it down. And Gilly went, hey, man, Shanghai got some work to do, blah, blah, boom, boom, boom. The real football happens after Thanksgiving, so let's take care of business. So if the Cowboys did kind of come in lackadaisical, it makes sense. Dak throwing it around, CeeDee Lamb catch a touchdown, playing the football and shit. You know what I mean? Just kind of whatever. I even think from a play calling standpoint, I know we tried some shit. But definitely I know that there's a deeper bag that we could have gone into, but we probably didn't because, if it just felt like we was gonna have a solid day versus Carolina. So that's a good point. Well, I do think that we kind of chilled a little bit. Did you see something that led you to believe that was going, that was just chilling a little bit?
Yeah. I just didn't think they kind of went into their bag like they have over the last few weeks. Granted, This team plays almost 90% zone coverage, so but they have some interesting zone beaters, and we saw one of the ones we saw, at least I did, the Jake Ferguson catch. They really didn't go deep into that bag. It seemed chill, and I know Coach McCarthy he said on the press conference they're going to start watching Washington on the plane. Let's be honest, they've already been preparing. If we're being completely honest here, they got people that are putting that game plan together, looking at Washington, a whole week ahead of time. So yeah, just watching it just when you went back and watched the film, it just came off like it was chilling. Also, too,
before we move on, y'all not gonna hear a whole bunch of Washington analysis because we're going to vacation. But even though I do think the team has their sights set on after Washington or whatever that 5-game run, but this is a team that lost to Washington last year. And Dak said that, what I mean? He was like, hey man, I'm damn sure folks, we lost to them last week. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Carolina road game, 1:00 game. We don't really play Carolina like that. I ain't really got beef with Bryce Young like that. Sure, we can come out a little lackadaisical, but as long as we get the win, it's fine. Right? I think these dudes really want to beat the shit out of Washington, and then we'll move on into our real football or whatever. So it'll be interesting to see how they approach that. But yes, sir, you're right. When I was watching the game, though, Sky, like it felt like a lot was going on. Like it felt like Dak was losing his mind. He had a good day, but I felt like he was losing his mind. I felt like, boy, the run game was going crazy. I felt like, and I look, man, and Dak didn't even get 200 yards, huh? Like Dak threw for.
That's what I mean by they were making them.
Yeah,
you just got to dump it down.
Yeah. Dak threw for 189, right? And look. I actually caught myself on the post game presser, right? I was like, yeah, man, Dak went crazy. All right, okay, so Dak had a solid day today. Okay, cool. But 2 touchdowns, 0 turnovers.
I was about to say, all that matters is you took care of the ball, you got out of there healthy in that type of situation, yeah.
W. I care nothing about style points no more, Sky. I don't care about doing it fancy, doing it cute. You know what I'm saying? I just want these W's. A hard fought blowout is fine with me. Tony Pollard rushed for 5.1 yards a carry. Do you think there's something to this Mike McCarthy thing where you're saying like, hey man, the thing about the run game, we just need some more carries, man? But still, even versus this team, Dak Prescott threw the ball 38 times.
Yeah, Tony had 12 carries. I mean, he's averaging roughly 12 carries over the last month and some change of the season. Sure. So as long as you bring up Rico's carries to closer to that, that's about what we're going to be. And as long as it's efficient, and they were, that'll work.
Yep. And you know, I think that's a good run game for us. You know what I mean? I think that's a good rushing day for us. Yeah, you know, Tony got his 61 yards, but you know, if Tony would have gotten 20 something carries or whatever, he would have been over there. But all I'm worried about, right? Or just, you know, from our run game is setting up the pass, get us a first down when you need it. And we got Tony in space a little bit more this week than we normally did. Tony worked the outsides a little bit. The read option stuff did not work. The read option shit with Tony and Rico. Well, shit, Rico ran the read option. Tony ran more of Rico was lead blocking and
just for purposes, because people don't. Let's just say what it is for real. I know you don't agree, but the Wildcat looking shit.
I won't call it Wildcat.
That ain't work. I know you broke it down or whatever this morning, but it is Wildcat looking shit. You say read option, people going to assume you talking about the quarterback being back there doing the read option with Rico. No, sir, y'all. He's talking about Rico Dowdle and Tony Pollard getting the ball at the snap and doing some razzle-dazzle, fake toss, Wildcat read option bullshit. Get that out this playbook, sir.
Yeah.
Get that out of here, man. You got a quarterback. That Wildcat, all that little shit, that's for teams that ain't got a quarterback.
Scott, cut this off. Scott, okay, so listen, let me just ask you a question though, Scott, because I just come to you for wisdom. I just know you know these things, Scott. Do you think that that's going to be a part of the playbook moving forward, or you think Mike McCarthy was like, look at this shit, watch it, run, X Rover, da. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think
run that
this
Rico
just,
shit?
Yeah, that goofy Rico shit. Do you think they just running this to put some mess on film for some people to see? I'm
gonna have to go with that because there's just no way that you think this is a viable option moving forward when you got a Q that's cooking, you got those wide receivers, you're finding something in the zone run game, and you think, I know what we should do. Mm-hmm. Wildcat with Rico Dowdle in the back. He's trolling us, man. He's trolling.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. Maybe it's shit. Man,
all right, let me give you an example. Big game, right? We playing Miami, right? We on the 15-yard line.
Sure.
You know, third quarter, you're down 4, second and 10. What you doing? Dak in shotgun or Rico Dowdle in shotgun?
I'm putting Dak in shotgun every play.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So I don't even know how you can build off that. I mean, it's just everything goofy that happened didn't work at all. You know what I'm saying? Even the damn Tony reverse, right? I look, I was laughing, Scott. I was like, hey man, Tony would have had 100 yards rushing today if it wasn't for that goofy ass, you know, that little backwards mess. You know what I'm saying? So nah, man, I think you can take those 3 plays. You can give him to Turpin. You can give him to Turpin. Turpin has proven himself that you know what I'm saying, he can make something for you. Like he can give you a big play.
Hey, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I heard somebody on the radio, they was like, you know, I'm not giving the big play to Turpin. Well, you're technically letting Turpin give you the big play. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Huh?
I ain't gonna ask you who said it, but what? Of course, Turpin's whatever.
Hey, Scott, man, you know they be talking.
I know.
Did you see? Reckless.
You know how we and I even got my wife to take a look at when Turpin does the shake shit. I like watch him, good play. But did you the shake shit? But did you see when he had the reverse? Mm-hmm. At the very end of the reverse, he just fell over us. Like he didn't even trip or nothing. It felt like air just took his legs from under him. I thought it was real interesting.
Well, Turpin's 160.
Yeah. I think he ran too fast, and the wind behind him just took his ass out. It was really interesting. Go back and watch that if you get a chance. He just falls.
Turpin's I'm not gonna watch films because I'm about to go on vacation. But yeah, man, that's 100%. Yeah, I'm watching the film. We actually watched we were supposed to watch offensive line today in the patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. But I ended up just looking at the offense though, Scott. I ended up, looking at what some of these motions were doing. At, some of the route combinations, spacing, and how we were dealing with some of their zone looks or whatever. So Patreon was a little fun today. We normally just do offensive line, but I kind of just started talking about the offense today. So if y'all want to get into some of that stuff, tap in with me. Tomorrow we'll be looking at defense. Wednesday I'll be in Nets. Sorry. Let's see. So yeah. Tony started going outside, man. Started getting his runs to the outside. It's almost like we just call this shit every week, though, Sky. Hey, yo, Sky, you think Schoonmaker heard that Hendershot was getting healthy? He was on the way back.
Something, man, because he finally caught one of them things.
And Schoonmaker dropped the layups, my boy. Schoonmaker dropped the layups, but he caught the slam dunk this week, man. Got a touchdown in the end zone, and you said something in the comment section of my Patreon. Why don't you go ahead and say it again, sir?
What, about Schoon?
About Dak Prescott throwing that seam, man.
Oh, he's elite at that, man. Like I don't know how many better quarterbacks there is in the league throwing that particular shot, especially to the tight end, but really to anybody. He puts it right there for your guy to get. But yeah, he's 100% one of the best quarterbacks throwing that ball. And you said something in the Patreon. I don't think he's missed one.
He ain't missed one yet. No. We'll drop him. Hey, we'll drop him.
We'll drop him, right? But I don't think he's
CeeDee, Hendershot, Ferguson, and Luke. Yeah. Dak hadn't.
Yeah, Hendershot. You said him. Yeah.
Yeah. He had not hit somebody directly in the hands. Yeah.
Michael Gallup. That was a deeper one, but
Gallup. Yeah. And every time we see him, it's almost like Dak just knows exactly where to throw the foot. It's like he has the exact spot he wants to get the ball to. And look, man, y'all, not y'all, like, but like them, like people can hate on Dak, and Dak is an elite quarterback. Fuck off. But if you look at one, Scott, his anticipation when he's throwing it, and then put that and compare it with the spot that the dude ends up. It's not like Luke is in the spot and Dak says, okay, I see your hands. I'm throwing it right at your hands. Luke can be even with the linebacker, and Dak will throw it to the end zone. And by the time Luke clears the linebacker or runs past the linebacker, it's right on the hands, away from anybody. Go ahead.
His accuracy is I don't even say accuracy because people they like to try to pick and prod at everything. His ball placement, because that's what everybody tries to say. Oh, he might be accurate, but he doesn't have ball placement. Okay, keep pushing the goalpost. His ball placement has been phenomenal this season.
Listen, man, I'm not. I'm past retiring. I mean, pardon me. I'm past.
I'm retired.
Arguing. Yeah. I've retired from fussing with these people. I just heard Colin Cowherd quote the other day, and I normally wouldn't even be quoting Cowherd. Said that 5 times fast, but it was fantastic what he said. He said, I can have an opinion, and you can have an opinion of my opinion, but I will not have an opinion of your opinion of my opinion. I thought that was fire, Scott.
Cowherd, sometimes, man. Listen,
Cowherd,
he'll say some shit.
The Cowherd know this all wrestling, man. Listen, man, and he was just like, man, I'm just not into debates, man. I'm into theories and thoughts now. And I'm like, man, that's me, bro. That's me, Scott. Like, I just want to know about some dope football shit, the advancement of football shit, or some football shit that we saw. I do not care that you think that if somebody says, oh, Voch, Dak Prescott is mid. That's incredible of you, sir. That's incredible of you, sir. Because 9 times out of 10, you don't know shit about football anyway. And I don't even want to disrespect the casual football fan like that. 7 times out of 10, you don't know shit about what you looking at, dog. 19 about what you looking at, dog. So man, I'm not here to be fussing with these people. Dak Prescott elite. Anybody in the chat that don't agree, basically, of them. Anyway,
we need to bring that back.
The basic, I got you. Well, shit. It's way down in the. It was like bank 9. I was like, hey.
Basically,
yeah, okay.
Fuck them.
There we go. Shit. Hey, it's never too far away, Scott. Never too far away. All right, let's get back into it. Funny enough, though, Scott, when we talk about the Cowboys being like a great home team, it's not because of the stadium. You know what I'm saying? It ain't because of the fucking thing. It's just because I just think
they're comfortable.
The Cowboys do better when it's quiet. You know what I mean? The offense they get to do a lot of shit when it's quiet. What I noticed, though, Scott, yesterday, the Cowboys actually started going on their regular cadence, and the Panthers ended up going on silent, which was hysterical. You know what I'm saying? And for those of you that may not know, if you see the guard looking back at the quarterback, and the quarterback do this or something, and the guard
throw that hand out there,
look at the center, and the center looking at the guard, and they do this, and they snapping. That's a silent count, basically. The Cowboys started off doing that, but the Cowboys ended up here we going. They ended up here we going, communicating and talking about it, right? I thought that was interesting. So I wonder with the remaining away games that we have, and it ain't a whole bunch.
Before you go though,
please.
I don't know if you saw the report. They understood that the Cowboy fans were about to, sell out. What is that? Bank Stadium or something? I don't know what it's called. But they knew the Cowboy fans were going to be there, so they were practicing the silent count. The home team practiced this week the silent count. So that's why you saw that silent count. They were anticipating Cowboy fans taking over.
I ain't know that though. So hey, look, fantastic nugget from you. Appreciate you, Will Steele. But I was like, hey man, why are they doing the silent count at their crib? And we got the ball back, and we out here here we going and begin. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing our thing, right? So I thought that was interesting. And then I looked at the remaining road games that we have, and it's like Buffalo, and they're not gonna let us take over like that.
No.
Miami possibly could. And
they winning though.
They winning, yeah. And Washington Football Wizards in Week 18 is an away game. They've been equipped by then, and that might be a Trey Lance game. I don't know, so we'll see. But that was an interesting thing to see. I wonder if that pops back up later on in life. I don't know what shit. So yeah, offense. We got 7 sacks yesterday, Scott. Daron Curse got credited half of Micah's sack, but it is what it is.
Micah was incredible.
Hey man, do you think we should just come out every week and say Micah's overrated and say he's tired and he's worn down?
I almost hit up Brian and said, "Look, I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems, B. But
say it again.
Say it again.
Say it again.
Just." But do it in the Brian way that he does it, because this is what he'll do. Right? He'll go.
Yeah, what is it?
He'll go. So Voch.
And listen, I just know that people are gonna hear this and they're gonna come after me. But I don't care. I've been doing this for 20 years.
So what do you think about this?
What do you think about this Parsons? Do you think Parsons is? Look, he'll ask it. What do you think about Parsons? Like, do you think
and then
Parsons?
As soon as you try to answer, he'll be like, "Well, let me tell you what I think." And it's something I noticed.
Yeah, man. Because I'll tell you, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the half effort, the half-assing, man.
Here's the question: Do you think Micah Parsons has tapped out?
Yeah.
Is the Carolina game the best we're going to see for the rest of the year? And I want you to send it to Micah immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we get him, Scott.
That's how you got to do it.
Scott, that's how we get him. We know these characters listen to the media. They can sit up here and lie like they don't. Wanye is a tweeting fool. J-Ron is a tweeting fool. Micah Parsons is a tweeting fool. All you gotta do is say whatever it is you want to say about them characters. They're gonna see it. And if we get what he did yesterday, so be it. I feel like early in the game, I feel like he wasn't even on the field on first and second down, but he'll run out there on third, get a sack, and go right back out.
That's because that motherfucker was throwing up.
That's C4?
That's C4. He was throwing up.
Man, how many people got watching live, Scott? Because some people missed it. Hey, that's y'all get, man. Don't miss shows. Be early. Dak said lesser opponent 10 times in the press conference. Okay, cool. So we read. Hey, so look, basically, though, Scott. I mean, what else I want to say? But I will say this though, and this is past Panthers, right? I get hurt, Sky, every single week. I turn the music off. I took my glasses off. I get hurt every single week thinking about Trey Diggs not being able to play.
Because Daron going crazy. We ain't talking about DB.
I'm about to. He's getting his own shit. He about to get the next 10, the next 5 to 10. Bro, I get so upset. Because Gilmore kind of coming into his own or whatever, right? They didn't figure out crossing routes for him. And we may have our little problems with Jordan Lewis or whatever you want to call this guy. But man, Daron Bland, I made this not analogy, just I just said something a couple weeks ago. You know, some young players, you look at them and go, damn, little bro playing good, right? Marquise Bell is a little bro playing good. Mm-hmm. I think Mazi had a cool little day yesterday, right? So he's a little bro playing good right now. You know what I'm saying? Tober's having a weird couple of games. Turpin is like little bro playing good, right? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Daron Bland, and he really only didn't play like 12 games or something. He played like 20 games. How many play? Like half of last year and half of this year.
Started, yeah. He starts, yeah. He's only got roughly a season worth of starts.
I know politics is gonna play a role in like Pro Bowl and Defensive Player of the Year type shit, right? He's playing better football than Sauce Gardner right now.
Oh, Daron Bland is the best cornerback playing right now. That doesn't mean, I mean, if you want to say, oh, he ain't the best, whatever, man. You want to call it Jalen Ramsey, whatever. He is playing like the best cornerback in football, and not just because he's getting interceptions, but because he's getting interceptions that are turned into touchdowns. And even when you just throw it to him in general, it's not working out that well. Yes, a touchdown, Eagles, I get it. You ain't going to blanket everybody. But 99% of the time, DB.
Show me a highlight tape where that shit didn't happen 10 times, though. Like show me. Exactly. Like, dog, like Daron Bland is playing like a 6-year veteran. And I hope politics don't get involved. I hope where he was drafted don't get involved. Or like, this like Cowboy. Huh? What's that?
What you insinuating there? I'm getting a little nervous.
I ain't saying nothing. Or like, you know, Cowboy overkill or something. I think with the all-pro process,
you mean for the all-pro. Okay.
Sure.
Gotcha.
I think real football people vote for all-pro. Because like Pro Bowl is just some little goofy fan shit. Yeah, right? Daron Bland is an all-pro corner. He's like first team. He's playing like a first team all-pro corner. Name me the NFC corners that's playing better than not you, but them. One. It's not one defensive back in the league, but especially in the NFC playing better than Daron Bland right now.
I mean, you can take it to another level. Defensive Player of the Year is a real conversation. That's a real conversation. I mean, he's trending towards roughly 9-10 interceptions, and he potentially could break the pick 6 record. He tied it. And again, it's not like, he got 6 picks, but, you know, quarterbacks are 100 and whatever quarterback rating when he gets done, he's giving up 10 touchdowns. No, he's not. None of that's happening. This is. I'm not trying to use other names like the Deons or whatnot, but this is very much shut down that side of the field type stuff. And if you want to play around over there, okay. I mean, good luck.
You know how hard it is to get 1 pick 6 in a year.
He got
or like it's some cornerbacks go their whole career without a pick 6, not an interception, right? Like people get interceptions, but an interception with points, a pick 6, people don't get 2 or 3 or 4. He got 4. This, like, you know what I'm saying?
You could literally make the argument here, and again, maybe a little bias here because I don't study every cornerback. You can make the argument he's the most complete cornerback playing a game of football right now, meaning
size,
he can
length,
exactly
inside and outside,
can tackle,
ability.
Sticky coverage, boss, everything, bro.
Points, man.
I want to give somebody a project here. Find me the 5 cornerbacks that you consider to be, you know, all around corners, and then find me 2 that's better than Daron Bland.
I mean, you know they're gonna lie and say like Jalen Ramsey or something. You know they're gonna use old work.
Jalen just got back here, so yeah.
You know they're gonna use old work like Darius Slay, and you know they're gonna use.
That's silly.
Sky, I'm telling you, that's how this goes. That's how this goes. They gonna find somebody with a reputation, right? And they go like, oh, Xavier Howard playing. You know what I mean?
There's not. I mean, I'll give you grace by saying 2 because maybe you'll find one. Maybe you'll say one person. Fine. You can't find me two defensive backs that fit that category that are better right now. Right now.
Sky, man, I was watching Daron Bland, and you know, sometimes you get like excited, right? Like you go, yeah, pick 6s, right? But I tweeted yesterday, right? You know, like I'm just always tweeting every week, hey, stop playing with Daron Bland. This week I was literally like, bro, they still just throwing the ball to Daron Bland. I was upset. You know what I mean? I was disgusted with Carolina that they even do. and the degree of difficulty of his interception last week, Sky.
Mm-hmm.
It was Mingo. He was crossing the formation, which is difficult.
Yeah.
Daron was behind and relative to like leverage on top of. Bryce threw the ball in front and under in terms of leverage, right? So if we running this way, Bryce threw the ball here, Daron's back here somewhere. You see his burst, Sky.
It's unbelievable.
And before you know it, he's in front of him.
Yeah, his like he don't even look like he has that type of
speed like that. Like we like look.
He
we
run 4.4, but that was like 4.2 type of quickness right there.
It looked like he's blazing out there. Wait, and Mingo can run a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Sky, I'm watching Daron Bland, and I get sick at the idea of, man, what would this thing have looked like?
I know, man.
And I know this is a later conversation, Sky. And I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? I just hope 7 come back and he's 7, bro.
Yeah.
I just hope 7 come back and he's 7.
I think we scoring though, because TP took some time, or I guess everybody's saying it took some time. Although you're starting to see the burst, in my opinion.
Yeah,
13,
13 and
Gallup.
20, 13 and 20 make you nervous. Yeah.
Well, Terrence,
78 for sure.
Yeah.
Now I don't say luckily, man, but it happened early for 7, so it'll, you know what I mean. But if 7 come back and he's 7. Man, run this shit back.
That's crazy.
Again.
Run
this shit back. Because
it ain't like you can just play around with Diggs either, because he'll take the route.
You can't fuck around it. No, you got to find somebody new to fuck with. You got to find somebody new. You got to find a new score to play with. Scott, I just want to say this, and then we can move on to the phones or whatever. We had this conversation that when Diggs went down, because we all wrong about Bland, by the way. We had this conversation about Diggs going down. It was like, hey, man, Daron Bland ain't gonna be Diggs, but Daron Bland gonna hold it down. That's what we said. He ain't gonna be Diggs, but he'll hold it down.
Shit.
Diggs.
Speak for yourself. I never was worried about Daron Bland out there.
Sky, he up there with him.
Yeah,
Sky, he up there with him.
But he was last year. Like, and again, when I say was, I'm talking about taking the ball away, because that's really. Let's just be honest here. When we say not going to be Diggs, I mean, I personally did not say that, because he took the ball away last year. I just said give him 2 games to get acclimated outside and he'll be fine. Now that's where I was wrong. He ain't just fine. This motherfucker all pro.
How about this, Scott? The question we asked earlier, what other cornerback is as good as Bland? It's probably Diggs. It's probably Trey Diggs.
Yeah.
It's probably Trey Diggs.
And Diggs start to get his tackling together.
Daron Bland tackle like a motherfucker too.
Bro.
Scott, we ain't talking about tackling, Scott. We ain't talking about tackling. Hey, man, I just want to I turned the music down. I took my glasses off. This ain't theatrics. I'm not giving a speech. Daron Bland needs flowers.
Sure.
He needs flowers, Scott. And, man, it's like, man, like, what do you do? At this point, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? And paired with this pass rush, hey, look, Bland, man, look, this cornerback room is gonna be special for a long time, Scott. A long time, Scott. And if it's me, I'm giving him some money in a brown paper bag early, like, hey, man, just
under the table,
Scott. Like, hey, man, just
usually what you would think that Jerry and them do, they will usher him into some endorsements in Dallas, but see, DB is just, he's low key as hell, but you don't say no to no money. Bland's
hot sauce is the official hot sauce of the Dallas Cowboys.
Anything but hot sauce.
But look, as soon as you get cut and play for the Giants, they'll tear that sunglass hut down, boy. They'll tear that bitch down in a minute.
They had that Daron Bland sauce and all the Whataburgers and wing stops and everything.
Man, all the HEBs gonna have the Daron Bland's hot sauce. Daron's anything but Bland sauce.
Anything but Bland, so he better go get that NIL, bro. That NFL NIL.
NFL. Hey, man, this guy, I just wanted to give Bland his flowers, man. He's so incredible.
He is.
He's so incredible.
Special. Yeah.
And I feel like if he's not a household name at this point, people just not paying attention, which is cool, which is good. The Cowboys are on the national stage every single week. Mm-hmm. And he does wild shit every single week, Scott. If people don't know about Daron Bland, they ain't watching. They don't know about Daron Bland. They ain't watching. Good talk, man. Let's get to the phones, bro. That's crazy, man.
Are you slick, mother?
I got two.
I didn't even know we was doing phones.
I wonder how many phones Daron Bland got. I wonder how many phones Daron Bland got. Got you good, didn't you?
Yes, you did. I definitely didn't think we were going to be doing phones, so you got me, man.
That's all good, man. Phone's lit today. It's all good. Let me.
I ain't scared of you, mother.
Oh man. All right. Let's see. There's another thing though, Scott. Like Daron Bland, like like he could play. Like the fact that you could play nickel and
at
outside,
an elite level though.
That means you can travel.
It's unbelievable.
That means you can travel. Like, dog, like just imagine you go into a game and look, Diggs can play whatever side he want and Daron traveling.
That's crazy.
Like, is there I ain't never heard of nothing like that defensively. Like
Pat Pete was like that for a little bit. Pat used to travel.
Well, in the context of a defense that got two studs at corner, one man's his side, and the other just run around with the best dude.
I remember back in the day the Dolphins tandem they had. I know Philly had a nice tandem too. With Troy Vincent and them boys.
Yeah. Probably Baltimore, Roll and McAllister, Chris McAllister and Samari.
Yeah, McAllister was definitely he was getting like 8-9 picks. It seemed like every year in that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you get him back, I definitely think those two could etch their names in that tandem Hall of Fame type situation. Not saying they're Hall of Fame players, but that tandem. When you talk about tandems, sure. Right? Those type dudes. All right, we got phones.
I got two.
All right. I mean, like, do you draft a nickel guy or something? Like, what do you do?
Yeah. I think you do.
You draft a nickel guy, yeah, I guess.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
What do you do? That's what I'm saying. What do you do?
So, all right, back to you. Hold on, back to you.
Okay.
This is very much like the Tyler Smith conversation this year. Remember?
Sure.
We was like, hey man, he can play inside, outside. You just whatever falls to you. Mm-hmm. So if like the best boundary dude falls to you, you gonna pass?
And it's the wild shit about Tyler and the Daron Bland references. Like those are two. Left tackle and corner are the most important positions in football. Like you can argue like they're in the money five, I guess. I guess you just draft, right? You just find who's best left over, you know. I don't think there's gonna be a thing where like Eric Scott or like Nashawn is gonna be an outside guy. I think you'll go draft a dude and just see from there. But even if like you get just find a young dude with ball skills, right? And
figure it out.
Because they ain't gonna throw the Bland and Diggs next year. They ain't gonna throw none of it, man. All right, dog.
Or do you use money and just go get a bomb ass nickel?
Scott, they
don't like to do that, but
if you want some Teflon ass defense,
I would.
You want some Teflon? Look, Scott,
I wanted Mike Hilton a couple years ago.
Look, Scott, we was watching Patreon, right? And normally I'm not F them picks guy, but I was watching Derek Brown, dog. I was like, man, how many picks I gotta give up to get this dude, man? How many picks I gotta give up to get a Derek Brown type character in my building, dog? I can say the same thing about a cornerback. Like a top tier corner / Derek Brown type dude, I will send the picks.
Yeah, Derek Brown's. I mean, watching him in the study was one thing, but watching him do that to us was another. I mean, he destroyed
because he did to Zach Martin.
Yes. Did you see the play? I'm not sure if you got to it in the film session where it was a draw in the red zone. I mean, you saw it during the game, but you'll see. You just run that back, bro. He's ridiculous. Anyway, go ahead.
I'll get to it. Which is why, we tell fans all the time, right? Like us as content creators, we may take the Bears lightly, but they not taking the Bears. You think Zach Martin roll out the bed going, hey, I know I got Derek Brown, but it's the Panthers. Man, Zach had to bring his lunch pail to work.
Boy, did he.
Thank God he did, boy, because if he didn't, it was going to be a day. If that was TJ Bass,
nah, that wouldn't have been good.
That'd have been terrible. All right, man, let's get up out of here. But let's get up out of here. Ken, what's happening?
Yeah, man, that's it's charcoal. My bad, bro. Man. It's showing false days. So anyway, real quick, I also wanted to put in a group that I remember just a little while ago was the complaint was the Cowboys played down.
Are you talking to us? Who are you talking to?
That's how we lost
What is happening?
Oh hell nah, yo Ken, we can't do it, dog. You got to call us back on your lunch break or something, dog. I'll unlock the phone for you, Ken.
Conference has been unlocked.
You got to call us back. I didn't know who he was talking Cowboys to his coworkers. I think.
At first, I thought he came on and blew his nose. I'm like, what?
I'm about to say bless you.
Yeah.
I'm about to bless him, but I think y'all got it. Let's get Laurel on the phone. What's up, Laurel?
Hey, what's up, boss? How you doing, man?
Everybody talk to somebody.
How you doing, boss?
What's good, bro? What you got for us today?
Man, I wanted to touch on the Mazi thing, man. I think Mazi gonna be something special. I think when you got a dude that's willing to, he do the hard work and he do it like he like it, man. Like that jumping shit and them little twitch muscles. When he figure out how to bend and push, wasn't gonna be a problem. I think we're gonna be all right, man.
Mazi got little muscles. Mazi got little twitch muscles.
Called him little twitch.
His little twitch muscles.
Mazi got that. You saw how he jumped. You say he jumped across the line, man. When he got that fast twitch, he just gotta learn how to use his power. With these big dudes don't play. They walls, man. You gotta learn how to use it.
Sure. I feel you, bro. Okay, go ahead.
That's one of the topics of being, but I just feel like this out here, man. I hope it pan out like it's supposed to, bro. Because it just feel like it got that feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually tweeted that play. I was just looking at it on Twitter at Voch Lombardi. Mazi had an almost sack early in the game, Scott.
Yeah, man.
And you know, you can see the traits, you know, and I know there's but we don't listen to people on the internet. They're gonna be, you know, constantly, you know, comparing Mazi and Jalen Carter. They two different characters. But this what makes Mazi interesting and why he was the first round pick is that he gives you one tech stuff. But if you can figure out the quick twitch, the little twitch, the little bitty twitch, if you can figure out Mazi's little twitch muscles, now you gotta. It sounds crazy. Now you gotta run, stop, and one tech that can pass rush, and you just seeing little glimpses of it. We saw some of it last week and the week before that. We saw another one this week. I don't think Mazi's gonna be quite there till next year, but you do see the stats. I mean, the traits will still. You do see the traits.
No, you're right, man. When I was going back and watching that exact play popped up and I almost tweeted it out as well and was going to say the pass rush Mazi is showing up a little bit, right? Like not a whole lot, but you see it, and we expected him to be a run guy year one, not a pass rush guy, but I was hoping maybe he could sneak in 2 or 3 sacks. I still think he'll get about 1. I think he'll get 1 or 2 before the year's over. He's getting real close, man. Real close. Yeah. You got it?
Yep, I got to pull it up. And look, this ain't film day, but you know we got Thanksgiving coming up. You see Mazi on the left side here in A gap versus not Chandler Zavala. Yeah, Chandler Zavala. Yeah. But you can see
you could have threw a flag on that for real.
Yeah, should have. You can see Mazi with the footwork early. Boom, boom, boom. Getting to the outside, slapping with the hands, showing power right here. And this is fantastic hand position right here. And next thing you know, Mazi bending beat gap Skywalker still. And I'm just looking up here like, hey man, if Mazi just and look, he was a little late off the ball. Let's see.
I think that's the one. No, that's the one he was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he good right here. But he was late off one.
He usually is.
For sure. But you could tell once Mazi gets the ball, BGO, ball get off. Once he gets that figured out and he really gets those hands, he starts boxing with Micah, you know, in the offseason, shit like that. Like you can tell like he has the athletic ability to be that damn big and pair it with the athleticism. Pass rusher Mazi is gonna be a thing one day. And it's gonna be special, man.
Yeah, the development we're seeing, right? We talked about this in the group chat, and I think we talked about it publicly. Sure. What we see from Mazi in September is going to be completely different from what we see in December. I think he'll be a better player. You still see him, obviously, to get off, right? We're still working on that being consistent. I think the leverage standpoint, too, I think sometimes he gets a bit too high, and you'll see Mazi do the whole one-leg thing. Like, he's so strong that it doesn't hurt him too much because a normal 3-tech, like maybe an Osa, if he was to get too high because he's 280 and he ain't, you know, he doesn't have that type of strength, maybe he'd get pancaked, but Mazi's so strong, you see him stay up on one leg, but you don't want to see that. So I still think there's small things from Mazi that he's continuing to get better at, but he is definitely a key part of the rotation, though.
So Sky, J Tuck hit me on
With the
Twitter.
ball?
Yeah. He found the ball. I take it.
Please.
I gotta see what old boy talking about. I gotta see what his life like.
Bro, because look, of all the teams to go to,
you
went to the Cowboys West, basically.
You went
to you basically
Brilliant.
went to Cowboys West.
Brilliant, Sky. Brilliant. I just sent it to your DMs. Well, in case y'all don't care about social media, because we do have some older characters that may not get down with the internet too much. But there's a Cowboy fan that loudly on the internet Twitter 2 years ago maybe, but he loudly says, "I'm going to Photoshop this application, this fan transfer application. I'm going to stop rooting for the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm going to start rooting for a real organization like the LA Chargers." And boy, since he's done that, motherfucker's been worse than the Cowboys. He's good. Look, we should thank him. When he left, it got a little nice over here. We should thank him. I'm gonna get my.
I have never. Social media has just one crazy. I've never heard of that in my life. I've had bandwagon friends and stuff like that. They just jump ship. They don't announce it. They don't put out what do you have, a letter, a fan transfer letter?
Sure. But Sky, not even that though, Sky. When people do bandwagon shit, they normally jump to a winning team.
Or follow a player. That's usually the one I see all the time.
They follow a player or they jump to a winning team. What in tarnation are you following? Scott, can we talk about Kellen Moore for a little bit, just for 2 seconds, and we'll just move on? Because I was under the assumption that Kellen Moore went to a better quarterback. I had assumed that Kellen Moore had left here and he had went to a much better quarterback over there, and that offense was going to revolutionize how we look at offense. And everybody else was just, boy, you put these two young minds together, this brain and this talent, you was going to put them together and create a thing. Sky, Dak was carrying the shit out of Kellen Moore.
Did you hear what I said?
But we knew this.
Yeah.
We knew this, Sky. Dak was carrying the hell out of Kellen Moore. And now you see it. Now you see it. And you finally hearing media talk about it now, like, hey, man, Kellen Moore, fuck you doing? What he doing? What's going on? But after all that though, Scott, they'll never give Ford credit. But it's okay because we don't rock with them no way. But they'll never give Ford credit for that. They'll never give Ford credit for advancing Kellen Moore in this thing. Advancing Mike McCarthy if you want to keep it a buck too. Because Mike McCarthy was about to come out here having this thing looking crazy.
And then Mike say, you know what? Let me go ahead and cut Dak loose.
And Dak said, I'd be damned. Dak said, not going to be able to do it. Let's get Reek on the phone, man. What's up, Reek?
Hey, what's going on, Vodka? What's going on, Skywalker?
What's up,
going
man?
on, Cowboy Nation?
What's up, Witch? What you got for us today?
What I got for y'all is, hey, man, I'm excited, man. Like, I'm overexcited, man, about Jerry letting Jimmy Johnson, and also that he's getting into the Ring of Honor. I'm so happy about that because I've been calling for that for the longest. You know what I mean?
Sure.
They buried the hatchet, and I love it. You know what I mean? And I think that's best for the organization as a whole, as a group. You know what I mean? For the morale of this team going forward, with this organization and this team going forward. Me personally, man, I'm not really. A lot of people getting on Jordan Lewis and all that, but like I said before, I was talking on a law show earlier today. I was saying that okay, we had a star go down. We had a veteran to fill the star role. Then we had a second-year player that's playing like a superstar.
Shit.
We shouldn't be complaining about nothing. We should just all be happy that we had a replacement in-house, homegrown.
Daron Bland is not playing like a superstar. He just is one.
Did you hear what I said?
It is what it is. He ain't playing like shit no more. He just here now. It is what it is.
And I'm ecstatic about that because we could be a team like I say San Francisco 49ers that just lost baby Palomalo over there. Now they got to scramble to see who's going back.
They lost Palomalo.
Where's your
Jordan? Name is not Palomalo.
You know,
Hufanga hurt? Hufanga?
Yeah, for the season.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah,
He's annoying.
See what I'm saying?
That's tough for them. Yeah, okay, I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I don't promote players getting hurt at all. You know what I mean? That sucks for them too. But at the same time, nobody took it easy on us losing our guy. You know what I mean? So I look at it like this going forward. Every team goes through ups and downs. It's like next man up. What you gonna do about it? And I'm not gonna sit here and talk down about Jordan Lewis like he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Better than what he is. He's a good player. He's a decent player. So I'm not gonna complain about that. Yeah. Our defense is doing good as a whole. We can do some things better, but at the same time, we're rolling. Let's just keep rolling. I have no complaints, man. My thing is, let's just continue to get better on both sides of the ball, and let's get into the playoffs and see what happens. You know what I mean? Everything's going good so far, and I really believe that we got the best quarterback in the NFC.
Yeah, that's real talk.
If anybody can show me different, let me know, because Dak is out there throwing lasers at these dudes.
Yeah.
And like you guys, I hit the nail on the head, man. Pause. But these guys are dropping passes.
Sure.
He's getting them there. They're dropping them. So we just need to improve on that. But other than that, man, we're doing a damn good job. I'll talk to you guys before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving.
You gonna talk?
You have a good one, man.
You gonna talk to me next week? You gonna talk to me in December? Appreciate you, Reek.
I'll be on.
Hey, Scott, Marcus Hart's in the chat talking to Eastside Harold. Marcus said, "Hey man, my wife's a huge Texas fan. Can you recommend any Texas content creators for her?"
That's good, Marcus. That's good.
Eastside Harold didn't have a thing to say. Hey, chat, something else too, man. Look, people on the internet don't exist, man. Eastside Harold does not exist in real life. He does not exist. He is a figment of your imagination, and he only lives in this chat box.
I think that's real.
That's real talk, Scott. Look, CJ Stroud is playing incredible football. I'm not going to say a bad thing about him just because Eastside Harold, this figment of our imagination, just in this chat box trying to bother people. The Houston Texans are doing something very fun over there.
And he's here. That's crazy. This is the perfect time. Eastside, start up a content channel, bro.
He's a fan of ours.
It's a perfect time.
I'm not going to let Casper the Friendly Ghost make me say nothing bad about CJ Stroud. I refuse. But boy, CJ going crazy over there, Scott. That boy. Meanwhile, Carolina just over here like,
yeah.
Frank getting fired though. Let's get LA on the phone. They gonna fire the shit out of Frank. LA, what up, man?
He ain't even once. He wanted CJ.
Man, I'm enjoying my victory Monday, man.
Sure.
Sound like you brothers are in good spirits.
I feel incredible. Absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And indeed, you should, sir. You know, so some of the this shouldn't be too crazy of a call, but I'm just basking in feeling like feeling like a smart guy, man, and watching this Dak Prescott guy get more and more continuity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, very, 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 very big fan of rhythm and continuity, man, and watching the dude week by week grow in the system and keep us in the right plays, man. I think Dak kind of has always done a good job of that. Yeah. But he's obviously gotten better and better every year that he's been in the league and everything. But noticeably so with whatever they did during the bye, whatever the fuck they did during the bye, these guys are looking better and better every week. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's the only thing I've been asking for is just being able to find, you know, keep what we got and find rhythm with what we actually have, and don't ask people to do stuff that they can't do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fair enough. Listen, man, me and Will still trying to keep it a buck up here. And I just been hearing people talk around it, man. And I've been thinking about it, right? I was like, man, like Dak is playing better football than insert quarterback, right? And I just started thinking about, you know, Justin Herbert. You know, you start thinking about Patrick and the boys, you know, the Buffalo character, you know what I'm saying? Like, Chet, I know it, you know, inherently y'all have been conditioned to not put Dak in your top 5. I get that. Because I remember coming into the season, some people had Geno Smith over Dak, and that's cool too. Y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all they Scotty can do what they want.
They should jump on. That's why I don't
care no more about these.
We shouldn't care. But there's still a part of me inside, though. Shit, Daniel Jones on that list. There's still a part of me inside, though, right? Where I'm just curious at this point in the season, what quarterback, and we ain't just talking about talent right now, because there's a lot of quarterbacks that's not as talented as others that's better than them, right? Talent, like just what quarterback is playing better football than Dak Prescott right now? Pick a guy. Pick a guy. And I ain't just talking about yards. And look, I ain't just talking about yards because Sam Howell leading the league in passing yards. But that don't mean he playing great football right now. You know what I'm saying? What quarterback is playing the better quarterback than Dak Prescott right now? Lamar Jackson possibly, sure. He sure possibly.
I was about to say that's the only name I'm throwing out there. Lamar to me this year has been looking a lot kind of like this, man. He's been playing super patient, like he's not that he's holding on to he's not trying to run. He's holding on the ball and is specifically not running. And I think Lamar Jackson doing that, and is been really good for him. But in him deferring and actually throwing the ball a lot more, he's been having shoddy receiver play. But I think it just overall quarterback play in the league this year, it's been super up and down with the perceived top fives. And Mahomes is not playing like himself. He's up there or whatever. But I would say that honestly, man, Lamar might be the only, especially over this last month, you'd be hard pressed to find another dude that's playing better than Dak right now. The actual position.
Okay, we're gonna talk about it, man. Appreciate you, LA. Good call, man.
God bless y'all, man.
Yes, sir. And look, man, I'll take Purdy or something. You know what I'm saying? But
he just got back on the train.
He just got back on. He had a weird 3 games in a row when one bad thing happened. I like CJ Stroud, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't beat Carolina, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he beat Carolina.
He wasn't great last week either. I mean, he threw 3 picks on Sunday, but
3 picks, you know what I'm saying? Like, but what quarterback? Jared Goff? Man, but look at what we doing though, right? Like
Goff got the game winning drive, but in totality, the last like month and a half, 2 months, there's But we just got to keep that going.
People just, they can look at all the great things that these other guys are doing, but I say this about Cowboy fans all the time. They stand too close to the mirror that they don't see their own superpowers. Dak been incredible. People ain't gonna give him credit just because they're Cowboy fans, but man, Dak playing. I
had a caller the other day after the Cowboys won 78-17 or whatever it was against the Giants, and his energy was all about how Dak ain't shit and this and that. And I'm like, brother, how are you having this energy after that game? I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Scarface has a line. He says, "Often wish I could save everyone, but I'm a dreamer." Powerful line. AJ, what up?
Hey, man. So I had a little voice going off in my head yesterday, and it was actually especially relevant considering who we were playing. And that voice was the voice of Bernie Mac saying, "Oh, North Carolina."
Y'all know what that means. Bust a move.
That mean you want to do something to me.
Bust a motherfucking move.
Exactly. That's exactly.
They were looking at Dak Prescott like he's short, like he's short.
Exactly. The whole game, they've been talking about like.
That's a good recall.
Good job, AJ.
And then they had that little 17-play drive, scored their touchdown, got some milk and cookies, and then they looked at Dallas like they short. He backed up.
AJ going crazy right now. AJ
came down.
AJ going a little crazy.
Ass came down right after that 17.
Your little punk ass down there.
Y'all left us in the game.
Now I'm telling your short ass, you can have no kind of Bryce Young short ass. I'm telling Bryce Young short ass, you can have no kind of. Come on, AJ.
Bryce Young went to the huddle, was like, him downstairs. Who downstairs?
Hey, y'all had so much fun on this show, man. Y'all need to relax. This is a very serious show where we bring analysis and real takes here. Y'all have too much fun. Go ahead, AJ.
Well done. That's like the only thing I had. The only other thing is like I was comparing it to like if anybody out there got brothers, like you got big bro, but you're just floating around, like you having a little wrestling match or something like that. You just playing around though. You ain't being serious. But then all of a sudden, little bro fires out and clocks you one.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, it's going to be like that now. And then you whoop that ass. That's what goes down, after that. Yeah. And it's like that's what seemed like it was happening in this game. Like Dallas just kind of fooling around with Carolina. It's like, all right, we're gonna fool around, we're gonna play around, we're gonna do some stuff.
Sure.
But then Carolina wanted to make it personal, And then Dallas just kind of came out and whooped that ass afterwards. What was the score at the time? 17 to 10. That turned into a 33-10 ass whooping.
Sure. Hey man. Fantastic call, fantastic analogy, man. We loved it. You did well, man. Appreciate you, AJ.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, man. Bryce Young looking at Micah Parsons like he's short. Nah, no.
And he is, too. He little.
Yeah. He a little bitty for real. And Brad Sham and not Brad Sham, this morning. Rex Ryan was on his ass. We're like, man, look at this little guy.
Rex don't like little quarterbacks.
This guy, how come is that every time the Cowboys beat the shit out of somebody, whatever team it is, that team is automatically the worst team in football for the week? Like why is it?
Well, technically this one is up there. Yeah, and then the Giants, but you know how that go, man. But these teams played the other teams and they're not winning by 30 points. That's what's interesting.
No, bro. Watching football, Wiz got 3 tutties hung up on them boys, man.
The conference.
Bro, they sacked Danny DeVito's little cousin 9 times and lost by double digits. How does that happen? If we sack the quarterback 9 times, they're not scoring probably more than 6 points.
It's a wrap, dog. 9 sacks?
9. And
lost. Let's go look this up. I ain't doing nothing else. Let's get 786 on the phone.
They sacked him 9 times and he threw 3 touchdowns and 0 interceptions.
I got to go check this out. 786. What's up? Who this?
Oh, Washington. Shambles.
What's happening with you? Yes, sir. What is?
What's up, man? I appreciate y'all having me on the podcast and stuff.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, I was at the Dolphins game Sunday, and I just want to touch base on Week 16 because Week 16 is personal. You hear me? I'm from Miami, so I got like some breeds here. They go to Dolphin games. They got season tickets. That's what they go for. Then I got like half my other family. We go for the Cowboys, and then we got some Saints. But Week 16, I went into the game, and I'm like, man, I don't know why people keep saying Miami this, Miami that. Like, Miami sucks because Tua, he had a couple plays. He couldn't do shit. He couldn't. he had Jalen Waddle at the beginning of the third quarter. He couldn't even throw deep. He got picked off like maybe twice. And then besides their run defense, Jalen Ramsey, he's a little slower than before. That's what I did notice. And Devontae Adams is beating these motherfuckers over the top. I mean, I just want to know what Brandon Cooks and CeeDee Lamb gonna do. That's all I want to know. And then I want to touch base. So I'm gonna let y'all answer that. Okay. And then I want to touch base on Sky. I remember Sky said, well, I didn't see the game, but he did mention that they did a wildcat formation with Rico.
Yeah.
Right. But it is a copycat league, so you know how they doing the tush push stuff. Maybe Mike McCarthy is trying to like copy a couple things from certain teams, maybe like the Titans or something. Maybe he saw Rico Dowdle. He's running like Derrick Henry a little bit. And he just wanted to try something out. You know, Carolina's run defense sucks. So the way to attack it is really the run. Maybe he just wanted to play around a little bit. I don't really know.
A Derrick Henry tush push would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
And then another thing, the run defense, we ranked 6th. I think I do play fantasy, but I do know we're ranked 6th, and is Philly,
the Cowboys, the Dolphins, or the Raiders? Who?
What do you mean?
Nah, cause you called in talking about the Dolphins, and I don't know who you talking about right now. You talking about the Cowboys or the Dolphins?
No. So I was telling you at first that the Dolphins. Okay. I don't feel like we should be too scared of the Dolphins because I feel like when it comes down to Tua and Dak, I feel like Dak just has the edge on him because Tua just, even though he has all these playmakers where like he got the Tyreek Hills and the Jalen Waddles, like I just feel like he's not really like as good as people say because I feel like everything is yak yardage.
Gotcha.
Yards after the catch. So everything, every time they throw a slant, like I saw the game, they threw a slant or like a screen to Hill just took it in the touchdown. Like you see shit like that, it might not get too wild when they playing us. So I don't know, maybe A-Chain. I didn't really get to see A-Chain.
He come back too.
And he was gone after that. But it's just like I don't feel like we should be scared of of Miami. But again, every time I have an argument with one of them, they'll just bring up the Arizona game. So I was talking. I lost my voice talking shit to them because I'm like, hey,
you lose your voice. Some motherfucker hate Miami. Where you in Dade County, bro?
Huh?
Where you at down there? Where part of Miami you at? Because boy, it sounds like you going through it with them things.
Miami right now, I stay around like Homestead, like in the middle of Eureka. It's like
they must talk heavy shit down there.
Man, you hate every player on the team, boy.
They be talking.
Your voice hurt now.
We
let you
finish.
I
take it personal. I really do take that shit personal. But then they say, "Oh no, the Cardinals. We lost to the Cardinals." Yeah. So So I said, "Okay." So then I'm like, "Okay, we lost to the Cardinals. So we ain't won any big games, which is fine. You know that Philly game was bullshit. You know that we could have won that fucking game. So we could have talked a little bit of shit. But I had to stay quiet. I was like, okay, you got it. So we gotta wait week 16. I'm like, all right. But I'm like, if you're gonna play like this, the way you play the Raiders, like the fucking Raiders, I was sitting down thinking it was gonna be a blowout. I'm here like, bro, this shit is ridiculous. The Raiders, dog. And then they had Devontae Adams beating guys over the top. At that point, I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers are ass, bro. They're not a bad team, bro, but they just don't got. I don't know what it is. They're missing
Miami. Like I hate
Philly.
Philly.
It could be 18, like the run game. I don't know what it is, but it's just. I like Mike McDaniels. I like him as a coach, but
that's one.
I don't know. I feel like there's something.
You sure you ain't used to like Miami or something?
I don't know what it is. It's just not. They're not gonna do anything in the AFC. I don't got them doing anything in the AFC at all. Like nothing. So. I mean, and then that's the only thing I wanted to add. You said something about the run, too. Yeah, I didn't see the game. I saw, like, the highlights. I saw Miles Sanders running a little bit. Miles Sanders been washed this whole season. That's why Hubbard took his spot. But we ranked 6th in the run defense. Like, I play fantasy, and we ranked 6th. So I know every time there's a player playing the Cowboys, I'll think about it. I'll be like, oh, damn, should I start them? Or, like, this, that. So we ranked 6th. It's Philly, Atlanta, New Orleans.
Yep.
In New Orleans,
he reading all the teams.
I'm trying to think on the top of my head.
Miami,
Miami's one of them, and Detroit.
Yeah.
Those are like the main run defenses right now. And then So I don't know what the fuck you said. You said you heard Dan Orlovsky say something.
Okay, tell me about it. Tell me.
He's always talking smoke though. He's always just talking smoke. He just want to be heard. He just always talking smoke. You don't even know what he's talking about half the time. He just say shit just to say shit.
Yeah.
And you know how it is.
We understand.
I know exactly. Okay, tell me how it is. Please tell me how it is.
I feel like we're gonna beat.
Tell me how it is.
That's pretty. It's just personal with me, but that's all. That's all I just wanted to add.
That's all you want.
But yeah. Oh, and the quarterback play. Anybody playing better than Dak Prescott the last 4 weeks?
Right.
There's nobody playing better than Dak Prescott.
Right.
But I will say, C.J. Stroud is good, and Lamar Jackson to me, I just feel like he's not a good quarterback still. Okay. I'm sorry, but I just can't give the flowers because I just feel like I don't know. He can't throw. Look, I saw the Browns game. He overthrew Zay Flowers. He's always overthrowing people. He's just not. I don't know. I like Lamar Jackson. He just, I don't know. I wouldn't say the best quarterback. I wouldn't throw that out there. He's playing good ball, but he's controlling the game. That he's doing what he's supposed to do as a quarterback. But I wouldn't say quarterback play. Like if you're extending the drives and doing crazy, like like damn, like you can't be stopped type stuff. I'll say I'm gonna give it to Dak and C.J. Stroud. Those are the two quarterbacks, and then Purdy just started playing good after the bye. But he got all those weapons, so he should be doing that.
Weapons like what?
All those weapons. I mean,
weapons like who?
Man, I just wanted to touch base on that, but I want you to answer that though.
Answer
which part,
motherfucker? Answer which part? Which part you want?
Answer what?
Which part you want?
There was no question.
We're gonna lose to Miami. I'm not. I don't know why you said we're gonna lose to Miami. I just want to know why you said that because I'm at the game and I'm telling you they just don't.
Voch said that.
Something. I don't know what it is, but they're not. I don't see why you said that we're gonna lose to that Miami team.
Listen, man.
Like this whole rant is because he think you said that.
Nah, man. Like that must have been Law Nation or something. Voch don't think we gonna lose to nobody.
Oh don't know, because I heard you say, oh, you was talking about the remaining schedule, and you was like, oh, I overheard it. I didn't really see because, we could play it on TV. Sometimes I just play it on YouTube, and I see you on the TV.
Oh, I appreciate it.
And, like, you guys are talking. Maybe I overheard something. I heard, like, that you said we're going to lose to Miami.
No.
But I didn't agree on that. I just feel like we might just blow the brakes off Miami, if anything. I don't feel like we're going to lose to Miami.
Nah, we're not.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it. Nah, I don't see it. Okay,
Just say
Miami's
a good
who are
team.
we going to lose to?
Miami's a great team. I say they're in the good category, but I wouldn't say just because they got Tyreek Hill. That's the only reason. Damn well, if you had to if Tyreek Hill was out and they were to put any other receiver like Brandon Cooks, I think Brandon Cooks is not like a good receiver. I'm just saying, if it was like a regular tier
Chase Claypool or something,
Miami wouldn't even be who Miami really is.
Yeah, they would.
Because you know that. Tyreek Hill is a game changer. You know that.
100%.
Correct.
That's pretty much it, though. So I don't know. I feel like I got to get all this.
I don't think it is.
Everybody here.
There's no way you have to get all this.
That's all it is, man. Hey, man, we're going to whip the shit out Miami. And we go in the playoffs, we're going to see who we play. I don't even know who we play. I know we're in the wild card, but
we got a long way to go.
I don't want to say, this all year, because, when we always say that shit, we never do shit. So I just want to see us play a good game and get far and see what we do.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Hey, good luck on your rest of the season podcast and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all doing y'all thing, man. All right.
Appreciate you, man. Good call, dog.
Yeah, brother. Love.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the question is.
I don't know what he was asking, Scott.
So, that was impressive.
He hated everybody on the Dolphins, at least one.
Whole Dolphins.
I just kind of look 2 minutes in. I was like, "Oh well, let me get his name so I can make sure I put him down platinum, so I know he is. He called back." And boy, when we got to minute 9, I was like, "Yeah, we."
I mean, the first half of it was the Miami thing, right? And
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
I almost, but I was like, you know what? Let him finish, right? Because I hate Philly like he hates Miami, so I get it.
I can relate.
I sympathize with you, bro.
I'm going for Kansas City tonight. I can relate.
Yeah, I'm saying. So go ahead, get off your chest, because clearly he's down there in Miami where his folks is not letting him get this off his chest. He needed to come talk to family, right? So I mean, but damn, he hate them motherfuckers.
No, he need to go. He need to go find a gas station to kick it in front of or something. Just people walking in and out the door or something.
My man said Lamar Jackson ain't shit. And then 10 seconds later, Lamar Jackson, I like Lamar Jackson.
He
cool. He's a good quarterback, man.
Look, Scott, I actually pulled up Giants versus Wizards so I can get the sack number. I don't even want to talk about it no more. It's time to go. Shit, it's time for supers.
But this is why the show's dope though, because you could, like I said, you could tell he need to get that off his chest, bro.
Yeah, because
he was about to snap on somebody. He was gonna be at work and they was gonna be like, what was his name?
I ain't asked. I asked for his name, but I wasn't finna make sure what his name was. I wasn't finna re-ask him.
Mr. Sir, I need that report. Man, fuck Miami, dog. 2 ain't shit. Sir, I just need a report.
Sir,
I ain't get a chance to call Navash today. I apologize.
Dog, whoever their third tight end is, he don't like them neither. Oh shit. Zach Golston is giving away 2 more Cowboy jerseys.
Damn, Zach
Cole Black. If you are selected, you can request whatever player and whatever jersey you want, and we'll ship it right out to you. I think Zach will even send like a custom shirt or something. You can ask Joe Sandberg and Special K. They both won last time because they followed the directions, okay? So this is what we're going to do. Go to my post-game live stream. I just did it yesterday, okay? My post-game live stream. The thumbnail is about me reacting to the Eagles, but that was wrong. It's okay. But it's the one we just did. Like, go to my channel.
They didn't fix it yet.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll never see it again. Go to my page. Go to live. The live stream from yesterday, the Carolina Panthers post-game show. Go to the comments section and leave Daron Bland, Defensive Player of the Year. That's the code phrase. Daron Bland, Defensive Player of the Year. If you want to go DPOY, fine. Just to kind of shorten DP, DPOY. If you want to do that, then fine. It's on you. But make sure my post-game show from yesterday, the live stream, I would post a link, but I want to see if y'all follow direction. The post-game from yesterday, go into the comment section. Daron Bland, Defensive Player of the Year. And I'll randomly pick two of y'all. I'll hit Zach Golston, give him the details, and we'll connect with you on social media. Now, we got scammers all over the goddamn place, so don't hand out no WhatsApp numbers. I'm never gonna give you my phone number. Think about put your thinking cap on, right? Go to my social media, my Twitter or something. It'll probably be Twitter, most likely. I'll reach out to you and tell you reach out to my Twitter, and you can see it's Voch Lombardi's Twitter with my 25,000 or something followers or whatever. Okay, so brother L say, can I post a link? Sure, brother L, post a link if you want people to get this right. Sure, post a link for me, brother L. Thank you so much, sir. Gracias. Daron Bland, Defensive Player of the Year, in the comments of that, and we'll pick two people randomly, and Zach Golston will hook y'all up with 2 jerseys. All right, appreciate you.
Pretty dope.
Hey, man, Zach Golston fire, man. Supers. Marcus said he just dropped his comment. I might put him in order and see who did it first. We'll see. We might do one who did it first, one random. You know what I'm saying? I don't know and I'll check the results tomorrow. So let's check on Supers. Skywalker Steele. You had a pretty good day today, man. Nate Newton looks very excited in this hanging with the boys thumbnail. Shouts out to you.
Nate's a treasure, man.
Shouts out to Nate. I would love to talk O-line with him and just see you know.
I try. Jesse told me he about that bread, so you going to pay him.
I been seeing Nate at camp, dog. He be tired of the mud, dog. Like, man, why they got Nate walking around?
Hey, I went to a preseason game last year, bro, and Nate was out there, walking around. He hurting, dog.
Yeah, he hurting.
Nate hurting. They don't need to be out there masquerading Nate around like that on one knee.
Nah. Hey, yo, Scott, somebody in the chat said, where do I go? Where I go, Voch?
Hey, run all that back.
Hey, man, here rewind. I did it for 2 minutes. Supers. Today is the 20th. Enjoy y'all holiday because I'm thankful for y'all. Mr. Inglewood 77 dropped a deuce. He says monthly Eminem money. Boys helped out our Bears too. You're a Bears fan? Boys helped out our Bears too.
Oh, because if they lose, they got the Panthers draft pick. Yeah.
You a Bears fan, Miss Inglewood? Damn, boy, y'all be in here, man. I appreciate y'all though. Kane B dropped a dime and says, I remember a couple years ago when the narrative was Cowboys played down to the competition. I'll take we beat up on lesser teams now. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And we used to really play down to the competition.
Sure did. Now we just beat the shit out of them and people think that's a bad thing. That's fair. I'll take that. Let's see. Adrian Lindsay dropped a deuce. Appreciate you, sir. He says, stay with best player available and remember Overshown is returning. Sky, can you imagine Overshown running around in this shit?
Hey, look, I was sitting here watching the defensive film, and I know that we gave up some runs on the ground, but I just think that was just poor edge containment. You see this, run fits and whatnot, and a certain safety one coming down. You see the speed of Clark and Bell, and I'm too coward to put it on Twitter just yet, but you ain't. I mean, I could say this: you ain't missing 55, but I think you're better.
Even from the shoulders up, if you not,
I don't care about this. I don't care.
From the waist to the calf muscle, you much better.
That's what I'm saying. Like their athleticism, I don't think their IQ is costing them that much
because they make up for it.
Yeah,
and
they can cover way better. Like I like LVE in zone or whatnot, but these boys can run, they closing fast. So
man, Marquise Bell ran down a couple plays, cross formation.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That shit down pursuit. Yeah,
he put Overshown in there with that. That's hella speed.
You think next year? JK come back next year? What's his?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
he's a free agent. I don't see the reason to.
So you would imagine Bell goes?
I don't know. I don't know, man. Because Wanye's there, right? They seem to like Bell there. Bell shows some traits there.
28 just got paid.
28 just got paid. 6 here. I think it's a conversation to have about him going back to that role because Curse plays in the box most of the time anyway.
Mm-hmm. We can have a conversation. I ain't gonna tweet about it, but we can talk about it here. It's safe here, but I don't know.
Man, they ain't missing no LVE.
Nah, they ain't missing LVE, man. It was a good ride, those guys. It was a cool little ride for LVE, man. Cool little ride. Greatness dropped a dub and said a deuce. Pardon me. He dropped a deuce. Says Voch, can we talk about Bland as defensive player of the year? Well, I'm glad you said that. Here, rewind. And Greatness also says Sky. What's up? Appreciate you, Greatness.
Salute.
Let's hit refresh and make sure we good. All right, we are. Man, because I'm just saying though, Sky, like, man, just the handful of like let's bring Hankins back. Let's give him some money to make him comfortable. Like, we ain't got to overpay for him. Let's make him comfortable with, you know what I'm saying? And let's just try to run this shit back and just add some pieces on defense that we've been missing. Do our little things, man. But that's for later.
Yeah.
Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me, Sky, and Jonathan Hankins. At the volume, why is passion so dynamic? Because passion doesn't guarantee you'll be successful. But a lack of passion guarantees that you won't be. Sky, come on. Sky, come on.
That's real.
Sky. Why is passion so dynamic? Because passion doesn't guarantee that you'll be successful. But a lack of passion guarantees that you won't be. Shh. Have a safe holiday. That's all he said. Just have a safe holiday, dog. Goat Pimp Lion. Son. Sky. If you don't love this shit, dog, it'll expose you.
Mm-hmm.
Sky, we've been doing this for a minute, man.
You've been doing it for a minute.
It's fair. If you don't love this shit, it'll expose you, bro. I remember being outside. Let me tell you when YouTube started for me. I remember Jenna Marbles was hot. You ever heard of Jenna Marbles? Comedian lady, YouTuber. She was one of the first ones to blow up. Her and Casey Neistat. He would just do rich shit on camera and just get views. I remember the day being in school. People talked about, hey, man, we can make money doing YouTube. I remember that day. I was like, oh, you can do that for real? And this was around the time when people was telling me, hey, Voch, that thing, YouTube, you can just go on there. Voch, I think you'll have a cool little YouTube show, man, if you go on there and talk sports like you do. Because when you just kick it and talk sports, it's just whatever. And I think you really find out who you are in this game. Cut this shit up. You really find out who you are in this game when you're doing it for free.
Did you hear what I said?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we all got to do it for free at some point, and we all got to lose money at some point.
I was about to say, it ain't free. You know why? Because you losing money.
You got to invest.
Yeah.
You really realize who you are when you one, not getting paid, but then you end up in the red from the shit. You got to love it. Drake says, the moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. If you don't love this shit and you don't want to get better at it and you don't acknowledge the trends and make necessary changes, if you don't adapt with the times, all that comes from passion. I had a conversation with the volume one time. I tell you about this all the time, Scott, about that 50. I was like, man, that's cool, but it's my baby, bro.
Yeah.
I was just talking to the volume or whatever, everybody. Volume following my lead now for real, because everybody got their own page or whatever. I don't know what their contract and shit look like, but I was like, man, volume, this my baby, bro. Now, you want Voch here and we can rock together. You just gonna have to understand me and how that go. And I was like, Voch, I get it, man. This YouTube is a child of mine, Scott. just like real children, they just don't exist one day. Fuckers just not making noise in your house at all. They just don't exist. But out of this thing, this creation process that you do, they just one day exist, right? And based on the amount of effort that you put into them, reflects the kind of child you'll end up with, right? If you don't put nothing into your child, I mean, that's what you're gonna get back. But the more you put into your child, the more you'll get from it. Of course, there's some outliers. You know, some people born serial killers. But for the most part, dog, it's input and output. What you put in is what you'll get out. This YouTube is my baby, Sky. And I've put a lot into it. I remember when it first started talking. I remember when it first started walking. The first time it went viral, the first 100,000. I remember, Sky. And it only came because I love to do this shit. I put everything I had into this shit. I would wake up at 5:30, go to this hospital job I didn't want to work at, 12 hours, by the way, get off at 7, sit through traffic in Houston, get home at 8:30, and do a live stream, boy, because I wanted this shit to be something. What Jay-Z say? He say, don't be jealous of me because I worked hard to get this. I mean, don't feel bad for me because I worked hard to get here. Jay-Z said something like that, Scott. Man, man, this ain't something that was given to me, man. This ain't something that was just given to me, Scott. And I have this lovely audience. I kind of even putting passion into y'all, curating this audience, right? This audience could be some bullshit. But we got some high intelligent fans. Some of y'all. We got some highly intelligent football fans, Scott. We come together, we have fun, we love each other. We are a particular type of fan because of the passion and the energy that you put in. We blocked a lot of people to get here, Scott. We blocked a lot of people to get this audience, bro. Like you see what you get back from this shit. And I'm glad that I just naturally gravitated to it. Because nobody will tell you that, hey, yo, Voch, you got to be passionate about this. It's just you are or you are not.
Yeah.
And if you are 9 times out of 10, you'll get a positive result from it. 9 times out of 10. Sky.
Flames in the chat.
It was a pleasure, sir. It's always a pleasure coming to work with you every day, sir. That's another thing that we just built out of passion, you know? Keeping it a buck with you.
Yeah. I always talk about how you said this years ago. We gonna do some work. We ain't know when, we ain't know how. We just knew because we gravitated towards each other like that, man. But I appreciate you bringing me along for this ride, man. We just beginning. We just beginning.
Yo, we just kept walking in the woods till we ran out of woods, dog. We just kept walking till we ran. And here we
in
are.
the woods like, Euro. He was like, Euro.
Make sure I can still hear you. Now you're getting too far, shit.
Saw each other. Hey, what's good on?
Chat, if y'all don't mind, please, if y'all enjoyed the show, I appreciate y'all. If y'all enjoyed the show, please leave a like on it. Please follow all the Volumes pages, the Volume social medias pages. Well, shit, never mind. Collar Cowherd podcast.
Man, you can still follow them though.
Yeah, go follow Collar. Yeah, I quoted Cowherd today, so y'all go follow Cowherd shit. But hey, just follow mine, like mine, and go watch my Volume colleagues, watch their channels. Go find their channels and subscribe to their channels, okay? VOCHLOMBARDI on all platforms and Twitter and Patreon.com. We watch offense/O-line today. Patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. Being point guarded by the best in the business, Master Will Skywalker Steele. Skywalker Steele, STEELE on social medias, and he goes live A to Z Dallas on YouTube every morning, 8:30 to 10:30. Appreciate you, sir. Y'all hold down for the Dose Squads, Piece of Whiskey, man. I might see y'all like next Monday or something, but if your notifications on, you'll know exactly when I be here. All right, let's go whoop the Wizards. Volume.
Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays to everybody, man. Be safe. I should have had the beans, greens, tomatoes. I should have had that drop for us. Yeah, I usually have it for
December when we come back. So.
Nah, you'll hear it on the morning show. But damn, I wanted it for this show. God,
we just gonna have to miss out on that one, boy. We are not doing no work on it. Hey, all that passion shit go out the window, Sky. We on vacation.